Seen him on Top Chef and Iron Chef America. He is pretty amazing, and today he's here to show us how to make vegan crab cakes. You heard me correctly, vegan crab cakes. Everybody, please welcome back Chef Govind Armstrong. Thank you for being here, Govind.
Thank you for having me.
Always great to see you. Debbie, Larissa, Maria at the counter.
That is. Can you
Very
see
excited.
that?
They are their minds will be blown
It's
in a
so
moment.
pretty.
Here's something cool. You've literally convinced the most difficult critics out there that these vegan crab cakes are just as good as the real thing, haven't you?
They're quite delicious. I've convinced everybody.
You've convinced everybody?
They think they're eating a crab cake.
You've got 3 more people that you were going to convince, and then myself. Once we get to it, I say we get right started.
Let's do it.
Lemon aioli is first. What do we have?
We're going to do a little bit of garlic.
Okay.
We have preserved lemon right here.
Preserved lemon.
So it's preserved in a little bit of salt and sugar.
Does that intensify like the flavor?
It certainly does.
Okay, very good.
And then that's a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Okay.
And just a touch of lemon juice.
Okay, so we're hitting the lemon from a couple sets. Now tell us about this.
Veganese. It's just a vegetarian mayonnaise. So
Veganese.
no egg yolks, none of that stuff.
Nothing like that. Okay, great. So go ahead and put some in there.
Scoops in there.
Okay.
Then if you want to buzz that up for
I will do that.
One more there. Perfect.
Let you decide on how much to go.
Okay.
Lock that in place. Okay, so you mix that together.
Yes.
A little bit, and we're going to put that aside.
Exactly.
For now. We've magically got it
over
already
here.
in a little container, which we will get to in a little bit. Let's make the real star of the show here.
Yes.
What's happening over at the counter?
How's that working
You guys
out?
okay?
I don't understand.
No, no.
Right?
What's
This is
happening?
so good. Oh my
This
gosh,
tastes
how is this
exactly
so
like
good?
crab. I don't understand.
Well, you're going to find out right now.
It's all in
This
the
is what
heart of
we're working
palm.
on.
okay?
Hearts of palm,
Yes,
everybody.
that's the secret.
Even
And it even looks like
Right.
crap. I mean, look at this.
Looks like lump, right? Jumbo
So you
lump.
just kind of shred it up. Show us how you do that.
Just
Can
do
I
it by
try?
hand. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Just get in there. Don't be
So
shy.
you just kind of pull it apart.
pull it apart, just like that.
Yeah. I probably
Okay.
put too much of a piece in there.
We're going to work with that. We'll work it out.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
And now you've
Okay.
got a whole slew of other
It's
goodness
very,
that's going
very,
in
very
here, guys.
healthy. It's really, really good
You're
for you.
gonna love
So,
all this. What do we have?
Celery.
Okay.
Got it.
Great.
We have a little bit of red bell pepper there.
Nice.
And some onion. And know that you can also swap out these ingredients with anything else you want. You can add, chickpeas if you want to add protein. Here we did a little bit of shredded zucchini there.
Oh, lovely.
We have some more of your veganese, your new friend.
Some more
right
veganese.
there.
Yes, that's right.
That's going to help bind it.
Okay. Very
a
good.
little nutritional yeast, which is super healthy and good for you. Adds a little bit of that umami flavor
Exactly
as well.
right. It sure
Yeah.
does. Big time.
And then Old Bay spice, of course. That again is going to trick you into thinking you're eating a crab cake.
Debbie can't speak right now because she's busy eating
Little
these
busy.
vegan
That's,
crab cakes.
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
and we
that's
have
the part.
parsley and lemon zest in there as well.
Okay, so we mix that all in there.
Yep, we're gonna
And
mix
then is that some more?
This is a little
mustard?
more Dijon here.
Okay, very
Yep.
nice.
Just a
I
little
can
more
do the
flavor.
mixing if you want.
You
I'm
are
good
a great
for that.
mixer. Get in there.
So this is this is basically the meat, if you will, for these crab cakes. And once this comes together, did you put a little breadcrumb in there?
I'm doing a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Then we'll hit it with a touch of panko as well.
Okay. And how does that help? Because
Panko, it's going to help bind it as well.
Right,
Okay?
right.
But we don't want to put in too much. We don't want to put in like a lot of filler. You just want to do enough just to bring it all together.
the interesting thing is out there, if you're like me and you're worried about eating, I have a little bit of a gluten issue, but there's so little of the breadcrumbs that goes into the actual crab cakes themselves. I know we're going to dip them in a minute.
Exactly.
So what we do is we form the crab cakes with this goodness right here, and then we let them cool a little bit in the fridge, right?
Right.
You
I'm gonna
could
put
make
this
them
guy over
gluten-free, couldn't you? Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, you can get panko that's completely gluten-free or any other type of breadcrumb. It's super easy. Tastes just as great, without a doubt.
See? Thank you,
Look at
Deb.
You're welcome.
Jeez, that's good news.
Yes.
Right, I'll move this guy too.
Okay.
All right, so we got started a little bit earlier. We got those
Yeah.
guys ready to go.
Perfect. So just a little bit of panko,
I'm going to say,
just to lightly coat
from a
it.
girl who spent all of her summers in the Outer Banks,
Yeah.
this might be the best crab cake I've ever eaten.
Wow.
The best.
Did you guys hear
crab
that?
cake.
crab.
Right?
Which
Crab
is,
with a K, right?
If you gave this to someone in the Outer Banks, they would not believe this is fake crab.
It's wonderful and super versatile. At the restaurant, literally tomorrow, we're going to start a dish using this, and we're going to serve it with a piece of it's a beautiful Wyoming trout. It's like a golden trout with the vegan crab cake. It's going to be fantastic.
Man, oh man, this is
Yeah.
something else. So
You
what do
don't
we have
taste
here
like
on
you're
the stove?
missing anything.
No, right?
At,
Just-
at
Yes,
all.
no, it's
Like
very
you're-
satisfying.
Yeah, it's so
Very
good.
filling.
And we've got a little bit of oil.
Yeah, just a little bit of oil.
in the pan. You said grapeseed oil, but
Yeah,
really whatever you
grapeseed
choose,
is
right?
fine. Any sort of oil blend, that you would want would work just fine as well.
Now, I know that we have some warming up in the oven, but these
sure do.
these are finished up on top of the stove like this. We don't,
It
even though we're
takes
taking it
like
out of the
3
oven.
minutes. It takes like 3 minutes to cook. Boom, boom, boom.
Get them
Pull
nice and
these out of
crispy,
the
everybody.
oven.
I love it.
I mean, I almost feel like if I were a vegan and I ordered these at a restaurant, I would send them back and think they made a mistake.
Right.
You'd be like, no,
that
I said I was
kitchen.
vegan.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, why don't you plate it up?
Okay.
Now we got to talk about this hummus that you make
Yes.
yourself. What do we have going on here?
This is a spring pea hummus. So obviously spring is just starting up. We did a little bit of the blanched peas.
Okay.
We did a touch of tahini, some sumac that gives it that really nice spice, and a little bit of cumin.
What is sumac?
Sumac is
So
it's a
good.
Mediterranean spice,
Okay.
Middle Eastern spice that has it's a little citrusy, a little bit of heat to it. It's really, really nice.
There's
Right?
no reason
Super
not
yummy.
to be vegan when you
When
find
you eat
like that,
that is
yeah?
this good.
Perfect. So
Amazing.
little
Put a couple of those guys there. And you've got a
These
little
beautiful guys.
arugula salad that you like to serve it with.
Exactly, I sure
Okay.
do. We have some shaved fennel in here, and this is really simple. Just a little bit of olive oil, some lemon juice, salt and pepper, and that's done there.
I like how simple it is, but also how tasty it is. This is so good. It's so healthy
about
as well.
right.
And
We'll do-
this is our lemon aioli that we made
Exactly,
earlier.
we'll just do, whoa, hello.
That's all right.
That was my fault. I put it in the container. Man, whatever I did.
Thanks for that, Cameron. Thank you very much.
My bad. I'll take
And then here,
responsibility
this
for
is
that.
a little more of the shredded heart of palm that we're just gonna garnish it on top.
Oh, I see. So you put some aside.
Yeah, and again, that even looks like crab.
Is this the full mixture or just shredded heart of palm? On
Just
itself?
shredded heart of palm.
Okay, very good. And so
Cameron.
now this is for me
It's going
Yes,
to
it
blow
is.
your mind.
and for you, but also
Wonderful.
I'll try
It is
some.
going to blow your mind. Govind,
trust myself.
Okay.
you are just magical.
Oh, thank you.
Every
Thank
time.
you. It's
Thank you.
so
You are
easy to make
amazing.
too. And the great thing, you can make them ahead, you can freeze them, just pull them right out of the freezer and pop them in the oven or a saute pan.
Right?
What do you think?
I'm a believer. The only crab cakes I'll ever have right here.
Amazing. And you know what I don't miss? Getting those little bits of the crab shell in there. I'll tell you that much.
It ruins
you
it
know
every
what I mean?
time,
You're
right?
like, oh gosh.
No worries.
Thank you, Govind. This recipe is
Very, very
available at
welcome.
hallmarkchannel.com. And for more from Govind, you can check out chefgovindarmstrong.com.